my talking? Okay, I think it is, yeah, we're going. All right, so we are on ratios. So we want to be on this page here where it says, what is a ratio? And we want to fill in a little bit of our information here. So what is the ratio? It is a comparison of two values. A comparison of two values. So we want to fill that definition in. All right, so when we're talking about ratios, it is typically talking about numbers. We're comparing two numbers together. Okay, so given a quantity A and a quantity B, the ratio of A to B can be written in three ways. I'll give you the way that you probably know first. A to B, and it's written like this with a colon in between A and B. I'm pretty sure we've seen this before, right? This is probably more of our 5th, 6th, 7th grade way of writing a ratio. You can even write the word. You can write A to B. That's fine. That would definitely be like a lower elementary way. How we're going to do it in this class is a fraction, A to B, A over B. It all means the same thing. So we have our colon or we have the fraction, but fractions can be kind of confusing because sometimes we have to figure out, does this mean division or is this a ratio? So this unit, we will be talking about fractions in ratios. And like fractions, they should always be written in simplest form. So that's our last blank here, simplest form. So my goal here is to write each ratio in simplest form in two different ways. So the first way I want us to write it as a fraction. The second way we can use the colon, that's fine. So we want two ways so that way we get used to these. And so all I want to do for these is I'm just writing 8 DVDs to 2 books. This is comparing. How many DVDs do I have to how many books? So I can write 8 DVDs on top because that is the first number over 2 books on the bottom because that is my second number. And we want to reduce. So this is where we're asking ourselves 8 halves, 2 goes into both 8 and 2. So I could reduce this down to 4 over 1. What is important is that for this unit, I don't want to just write equals 4. Because remember, we're comparing two numbers. So this is the only time that I am going to leave that invisible 1 in my denominator. Another way to write this is 4 to 1. So that is the simplified ratio of DVDs to books. Okay, we're comparing. So let's try number 2. So number 2, we have 15 girls to 24 boys. So 15 over 24. This is where I said that our calculator might be useful today. We can either type that fraction in or we can kind of think this one through. 3 is divisible by both of those numbers. That's the largest one. So we have 15 divided by 3 is 5. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So the second way to write this is 5 to 8. So I think we will be doing a little bit of practicing over the next week or two with reducing, making sure we know our times tables, making sure we know what numbers go into what. So that way we can do this quickly. Okay, number 3, we have 20 flounder to 8 bluefish. So 20 over 8. And 4 goes into both of those numbers. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we can also say 5 to 2. And number 4, we have 6 chaperones to 42 students. So 6 over 42. So when I reduce here, 6 goes into both of those numbers. It goes into 6 and it goes into 42. So 1 over 7 or 1 to 7. Again, I'm dividing 6 divided by 6, which is 1. 42 divided by 6, which is 7. And let's do one more together, and then you guys can finish up the rest. So for number 5, we have 36 bananas to 27 apples. So 36 over 27. 9 goes into both of those. Those are my 9s times tables. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 4 over 3 or 4 to 3 are my two ways to write those. So go ahead and try 6, 7, and 8. Making sure to reduce every single one of those, okay? And then I will walk around and make sure that we are on the right track.